It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cardinals and the Jaguars, next on Madden Football.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. For the first time, the Jacksonville Jaguars set to go here on offense, led out by the new face of the franchise, the #1 overall pick, of course, from this year's draft. It's Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson.
And I just don't think there's any way to overhype Trevor Lawrence's impact at Clemson. How about these amazing numbers? Over 10,000 yards passing in his 3 seasons as a starter, a 90-17 touchdown interception ratio, and he even ran for 18 scores. Not to mention, won a national championship as a freshman and made the college football playoffs his other 2 seasons.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They'll also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
The end result, 21 yards.
And when you draft a rookie quarterback as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. And Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. It's a throw again as Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. There's Manhertz, the tight end. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the 1st carry for Chase Edmonds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville taking the field again here on offense. Charles, this is a team that has gotten some preseason headlines, no doubt. Urban Meyer is now their head coach, and really nowhere to go but up. An interesting story in 2020 was that they won their first game against Indianapolis. Well, then they lost the next 15. So we'll see what happens under a new head coach here in Urban Meyer.
Yeah, that's exactly why Urban Meyer and his staff are there. They lost those last 15, but you're right about how often they've been mentioned. Think about this offseason. Urban Meyer, head coach, drafting Trevor Lawrence, #1 overall, to be their new starting quarterback. The Tim Tebow experiment at tight end, it didn't work, but boy, it attracted a lot of attention. Unfortunately, the injury to Travis Etienne, their star running back out of Clemson. But all in all, this team has a long way to go to get better. We know that. But here's some optimism if you're a Jaguars fan. Check Urban Meyer's record at every stop in college. Check the record the year before he got there, and his first year with that team. You see dramatic improvement at every place.
Oh, and by the way, no more Minshew mania. August 28th, he got shipped to Philly, so no longer with Jacksonville. That's another reason they were in the headlines. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that takes us from second to 3rd down.
60 out more.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, CD, something that we've done for a number of years as the season gets going is we get predictions on each side. Let's start with the AFC. Who do you have in 2021 as your division winners?
Well, let's go to the East, and I think Buffalo repeats, although New England, they got better in the offseason, and despite starting a rookie quarterback in Mac Jones, I think they'll make a nice run at the Buffalo Bills this year. In the North, what a battle you have there. Three-way. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I like Baltimore to still win the division, but Cleveland will be right there, and Pittsburgh will make a run at the playoffs. In the South, I think it's Tennessee's division to lose. Indianapolis had a number of injuries in the offseason, and, Jacksonville and Houston, they're trying to get there. And then out West, it's still Kansas City. But I love what the Los Angeles Chargers have done in the offseason.
All right, CD, and then if you had to pick, who do you have winning the AFC?
Well, I'm going to go against type here, Brandon, because teams aren't supposed to sustain as long as the Kansas City Chiefs have. But despite a retooled offensive line, I do think that they get back there again. What happened to them in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, that serves as great motivation. They want to get back and atone themselves.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And caught right side, Green. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again, Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Murray to air it out again. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Hey, let's go back, Charles, to your preseason predictions. You gave us what you thought on the AFC. How about the NFC side in 2021?
All right, how about the Washington football team winning the NFC East? I think in the North, Green Bay comes back and represents again. In the South, Tampa Bay, who finished 2nd in their division last year to New Orleans, they win the division this time. And then out West, the Los Angeles Rams with their new quarterback, Matthew Stafford. And I like the Los Angeles Rams in an upset over Tampa Bay to win the NFC.
And then earlier you said the Chiefs on the AFC side, so who do you have here winning it all?
Well, winning it all is going back to Kansas City, baby. Patrick Mahomes for the 3rd straight year in the Super Bowl. This time he wins it, and he'll be 2 for 3.
Yeah, I think I like the Chiefs as well, CD, but man, an AFC title again, a rematch between them and the Bills. It would kind of be cool to see the Bills back on top of the AFC, but I think you're right. I've got the Chiefs in the end as well. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now a second down and 6. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. Edmonds a first down and more, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Prater's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage that they need.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. To return, here's Agnew. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 6-3, a minute 50 to play. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game.